Welcome to the Roasted Snow Horror Show,
where fear and dread go head to head.
Welcome to the show, where the screams collide, where blood runs cold, and the shadows hide. Each week a fight, two films will clash. Last week's champ, will it burn to ash? The Roasted Snow Horror Show, where fear and gore will always flow. One film wins, one must go. The Roasted Snow Horror Show. Lights go down, the fight begins. Which nightmare takes the final win? You pick your side, we'll break it down. The Roasted Snow, the goriest showdown.
and here are your hosts.
Chris and Ryan!
Welcome everyone to the Roasted Snow Horror Show. We're here to do some full gay shit tonight. And,
Not half gay?
not half gay. Yeah, why just half gay? No. I'm your host, Ryan Rosted. Everybody thinks my last name is Roasted. That's Chris Snow, Snowman, Sexual Tyrannosaurus, Viagra Pill with a Face, Sexual Did I already say Sexual Tyrannosaurus?
You did. The list keeps getting bigger.
Sexual
like it.
Tyrannosauri. Sauruses. Thesaurus. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm really good. You know what? I am good, but I would say I'm about 75% good because I texted you on Saturday night and told you that
This is your own damn fucking fault.
I took the plunge, and I really wish that I hadn't. And I watched Megan is Missing on Tubi. And we talked about the top 5 most disturbing extreme horror films, and I think that one belongs up there. And it's not because the entire movie is like, I mean, the whole movie can be dumbed down to the last 22 minutes.
Mhm.
I don't know that and I've talked about a Serbian film. I've talked about Salo, right, during that episode. I don't know that I've ever felt so uncomfortable watching something like that. I mean, a Serbian film, my jaw hit the floor because I'm just like, I'm shocked. Like, you're doing this to shock us, right? And this was one that I literally was like, like I couldn't watch. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I just couldn't. I was like, I can't, because nothing instills a righteous fury in me more than something like that.
Yeah, and you would text me saying you're about to go full Batman.
I'm about to be a vigilante. I'm just going to go mete out some justice on evildoers.
on SA perpetrators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't watch it. I said it about 15 goddamn times. Don't watch it, and you still watched it. I told you. I told you. I wish I had a time machine and I could go back and unwatch that movie. Because it. And I mean, you can say if you agree or not, but like it actually, like just from a filmmaking perspective, it's actually done really well.
100%. It's a found footage style. You know,
Mhm.
it was filmed in 2007 and 2008, and then it was released years later when he found a distributor. Because of course I did the digging on it. But it's like it's presented in a style of like, hey, we're putting together the videos that these girls took in their video diary leading up to the time that they disappeared. And yeah, man, I still feel a little bit queasy thinking about it.
Though the one part that sticks out in my head the most is when they first get that first. I think it's a picture that's.
I was just gonna say the exact same thing because it's giving you little clues, and it shows you like a grainy security video of like, we found security video of the last time Megan was seen, and it's nothing violent. It's like she walks up and then a guy comes out and takes her by the hand and she walks away with him. And you're like, oh, okay. And then it cuts to on March 27, 2007, a picture was uploaded to a fetish site, and the owner of the site took it down and sent it to the FBI, because it was a picture of Megan. And then it just cuts right to the picture. And I was like, ah!
That's when you know you're in for it right there.
Yeah. I was like, what the?
And
yeah.
I mean, just because like, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, I hope stuff like this does, I'm sure it does stuff, maybe not to this exact extreme, but yeah, no, it's a very tough watch. The first half of the movie, it's like, yeah, this, I mean, yeah, it's disturbing. I don't want to see anyone get abducted, but it's, is it really that hardcore? And then I wouldn't even say it's like super duper hardcore, but just the mental side of it, and just like
the content, and
because this girl's supposed to be like 15 or 16, like
14.
She's 14. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's the internet. I believe the words you said is, I'm gonna, what was it? I'm gonna throw away the internet.
That's exactly what I said. I'm throwing away the internet. I'm gonna make sure that all of my friends and their daughters, so I'm gonna be checking on your kids. No one's allowed to use the internet anymore.
Yep. Nope. We're just gonna take chargers away. Yep. Nope. Not happening. Because it does suck that you gotta deal, and the movie does make you think. I mean, it really sticks with you.
Well, and we're of the age too. So obviously this was 2007, right? And the girls in it were 14, 15. They're kind of on the tail end of. They're not really millennials. They're Gen Alpha, like the earliest of Gen Alpha, right? You and myself, obviously some of our listeners, we really grew up and came of age during the time that the internet did too. So all of us can attest to the times that we were 13 in chat rooms that we probably shouldn't have been in, saying all kinds of wild shit that we shouldn't say. Right? I mean,
yeah, no, guilty as well. Yeah, and like we were on the front lines of cyberbullying and
ASL.
AIM. Yeah, and even then it was like, because your parents didn't know to tell you, like, oh, hey, don't.
Exactly.
They
have
one
no
random
clue.
person, anyone could talk to you on that. Don't, like, it was still new. It's like, there's kids games now that people hack into to talk to it's absolutely disgusting. So again, I'm telling you guys, don't fucking watch Megan is Missing, for the love of God. And
in the name of all things holy, don't watch this film.
I have no one to blame but myself, because no one told me not to watch it.
I would blame you too, but I blame myself because you did tell me not to watch it, and I still did.
It wasn't even like, if you get queasy at this. No, I was like flat out.
It was a hard no. Hard no.
I was like flat out. Little lighter subject. It's something that I didn't get to last week, and I thought about it after the fact, but I didn't get out to see this movie. But did you get to see Disclosure Day?
I did.
And give your thoughts on it. The reason why it wasn't on the top of my list is I mean,
it's not horror, number one. Like we were kind of
it is, yeah. Week. But like I love a good Spielberg flick. It was just I saw that trailer so many goddamn times. I got so sick of it. I got like the weird CGI deer going into the light up house. Like, I don't know, that just drew me out of it. But I'm guessing, judging by reviews, it turned out to be okay.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad film. Let me start with that. When I think of Spielberg, though, I think of spectacle, right? You think Jurassic Park, you think Schindler's List, you think Jaws, you think
Indiana Jones,
the Third Kind, Indiana Jones. You got it. All E.T., right? You think spectacle, and you think all those things. And I'm not saying that this movie didn't have it, but the title of the film, Disclosure Day, the devil's in the details, right? It's like, okay, this is about when the existence of aliens is actually disclosed to people. But I would be much more interested in a film that's the premise and that happens in the first 30 minutes, and the film is the fallout of that, right? Because that's kind of what it's portrayed as, am I right? Mm-hmm. If you look at the trailer, it's like, oh, what's this going to be about? It is not. That's not what it's about. It is about the lead up to the disclosure. Literally, the last few scenes of the movie is when, hey, you guys all need to know aliens are real. Like, that's like the last few scenes of the film. So you're kind of in this, call it a limbo, or this expectation of like, okay, I'm waiting for them to say, because that's what this is about. I'm waiting for the fallout. I want to see how humanity reacts. Is it a whole Armageddon situation? Is it a World War Z situation where everyone just kind of goes crazy? Like, what's going to happen? There's never that kind of payoff. And I think when I think of Spielberg, I think of spectacle. I'm looking for maybe the aliens to actually come, and there should be some kind of event. And there just really isn't. It never really gets there. So it almost feels like a drama rather than like a thriller. You know what I mean?
Or like it doesn't really lean too heavily into the sci-fi. I mean, I know the
Yeah.
premise is all the.
If you've ever seen, and fun fact, because Colin Firth is actually in this film, if you ever watched the film Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy with Gary Oldman and Colin Firth and Tom Hardy was in it, it's very much like that. That movie is a slow burn. There's only a couple of deaths in it. Like, it's an espionage film, but it's not like a James Bond espionage film. It's like we're going to sit at desks and we're going to talk, and we're going to talk to this person, and we're going to talk to this person, and then I'm going to go back to the bureau. It's just, you're waiting for something to happen, and then something does happen, and then the movie ends.
Well, and on that note, I don't know if you were. I know you watched Game of Thrones back in the day. Have you watched House of the Dragon? That series.
So I'm still a little bit burned by Game of Thrones and the end of it.
It was
so
bad.
Yeah, I'm waiting. That's not to say that it's still one of the greatest shows of all time.
It is, yeah.
And I will absolutely be watching House of the Dragon, but I have not started it yet. So all I've heard is how amazing this first episode of the third season is.
So yeah, and that's what I was getting to, is because the first season comes out and it has a mix of everything. You get to learn about the characters, kind of know what's going on. There's quite a few time jumps, but there's a lot of action. The second season, was really excited about it. The whole second season seemed like an 8-hour-long trailer for this battle that you never see in the second season. The third season, you get right to the action. Episode 1, I can attest to that. Like, it hits all the emotions. So I definitely recommend it. It's just like, yeah, when shows or movies do that, it leaves you wanting more. So like, this was 2 years ago when season 2 ended, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I care about the third season. And then of course I see a trailer and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go Dragons.
Yeah. It always, Game of Thrones has the magical ability to always pull you back in, no matter how you feel about
and not to get too off topic here, because we are here to talk about Leviticus, but like the Game of Thrones, like you think about that last season, and then I think about classic episodes like the Blackwater Bay episode,
the Battle of the Bastards,
that's the best
Hard Home, when Jon Snow has the first showdown with the. Oh my god, I'm getting tingles just thinking about it.
Battle of the Bastards might be my favorite episode of television ever.
It's so good.
And I was so let down. I was so let down at the beginning because the preview was letting it know, like, hey, this whole episode is just going to be this fucking battle, and you don't even get to the battle until halfway through the episode, and
boy, does it deliver.
My god, he's just standing, getting ready to god, just
I'll never forget watching it. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna die again. It's gonna happen again. And then all of them behind him just and like, I don't know. It might be time for a rewatch this holiday season.
Right. When COVID hit, I started rewatching all the Game of Thrones episodes, and I can't remember if it was still going on at that. I think it was. I think it was in like the season 7 or 8. But yeah, just those classic episodes. The Red Wedding, the Viper in the Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh god, so many good episodes in that show. Yeah. Funny story about that is Katie tried to get me to watch that, and it took me like 4 viewings to get through the first episode, because I was like, who the fuck is this? Why are they here? Why are there zombies? I thought this was a castle show. And so like once I saw Jaime Lannister push Bran out the window, then I was all good. And
I didn't get into it until, I want to say, like season 5 was like well into it. I didn't make time. I was finishing up college. I was moving from Grand Junction to Glenwood Springs, like starting a new job. I was like, I just had too many things going on. And yeah, I sat down and actually watched like the first 2 episodes, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. So I binge watched everything up to Jon Snow's death, I think.
I love the joke is like, I sat down with my mom to finally show her Game of Thrones, and she said, who's your favorite character? I said, you see that guy that just fucked his sister and pushed the kid out the window? So yeah, Game of Thrones, guys, watch it.
Check it out.
There's
it's the show on HBO. If you haven't heard of it,
my God,
check it out.
And then I'll even go to say, if you want a little lead in, it's another Game of Thrones spinoff, but you can watch it without seeing House of the Dragon, is Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And that is half-hour episodes. And
Dunk and Egg.
There's a much more... Have you seen it?
No, but I'm familiar with it.
There's a much more comedic side of it, which I appreciated. I actually really like that show. So, Yeah, a lot of stuff you can get into with Game of Thrones. But okay, we're here to talk gay shit now. Sorry, there's no other way to put it here. We're here to talk Leviticus, which
I just put
all
together, by the way, that they released this movie during Pride Month.
They did. I think that was intentional.
Think about that.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it.
I was like, there you go. Yeah. So this one, I told you guys last week, I did not know much about this going into it, other than the fact that it follows a gay couple and they're being, haunted by some entity. Spoiler free here. Basically, it is these two guys there in high school. It's this coming of age romance. It's obviously it's a gay couple. They live in a small town, so they have to deal with kind of how they're viewed in that town. It's like this industrial, very, very bland, like blah. And I think that was intentional.
Not much happens. It's a very non-progressive part of Australia. It's Victoria, Australia.
Right. Yeah, not we bury the dead, Australia.
That's Tanzania, silly.
Right.
Not
Tasmania.
Tasmania. Tanzania's in Africa. Man, I'm struggling.
It's Turkey. Who is not doing well in the World Cup, but
America, yeah. America,
party time,
yo!
But and basically, we'll get into it in the spoiler version, but they are outed, or at least a couple people in the town are outed, and they basically have this conversion priest that puts kind of this entity onto them. The neat thing about this entity is it's very much like It Follows.
Heavy It Follows vibes.
Yes, and I'll get into that more on the spoiler version, but what's interesting about this one is that the entity, instead of taking the form of a random person that's just walking at you, it takes the form of the thing you desire most, or the person that you desire most. So they even say, they're just like, it could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it could be that gym teacher that you secretly had a crush on. The entity knows. So I thought that was interesting because it does paint a picture of like, wow, would I really be able to trust that person? And everyone in this movie's fucking horny as shit. So,
yeah, I'm like, I forgot what it felt like to be a teenager, I guess.
Right? Yeah. Like, and again, we'll get into that, but I mean, and basically the rest of the movie is they have to, are you really you? Are you really this? Are you really that? Without giving too much away, I mean, anything you want to add, spoiler free on that?
No, I think you hit it. I mean, the premise of the film is, like you said, it's this entity that's haunting to. We'll get into exactly who it's haunting, because obviously our protagonist, it's not yet directly haunting him. It kind of gets to that point, but when he realizes what's happening, his mission or his prerogative is to reverse what he may have caused. Kind of spoiler there, and do away with it, because he obviously is in love with one of the people that it is haunting. So,
yeah, and you said it perfectly. Heavy It Follows vibes from the very opening scene, which I thought was, because I had seen something there just like, this is really like It Follows. And I mean, what were your thoughts on It Follows, since this kind of the same vibe here with the slow burn and the
so you'll remember I tried to loop It Follows into my favorite PG-13 horror movies, because I really thought it was rated PG-13. It is not. It is rated R. But It Follows is one of my favorite horror films of the last I would say the last decade, but I think it came out in 2013. So call it the
tomato,
right? Yeah, tomato. It's one of my favorite horror, because it's made for a low budget. It has no one in it that you would know. I mean, Mecca Monroe obviously has taken on roles since then, but she was an unknown when it was made. And I thought the premise of it, I'm going to tell you guys right now. We'll circle back to it when we do our recommendations, but It Follows is going to be mine, because this movie reminded me so much of it. But the premise of that one is, again, there is an entity that's passed on that hunts the person, that literally walks right toward the person that it's hunting, and there's no stopping it. I mean, it plays onto my fears, right? Because you can see it coming from however far away, and it stares you right in the eye and just walks towards you. And it could take the shape of your dead grandmother. It could take the shape of your best friend. It could take any kind of shape. and no one else can see it but you, the person who is actually haunting. So yeah, a lot of it follows vibes, and that's again one of my favorite
what a
films.
fucking jump scare in that movie too, where they're in the bedroom and the tall
And the
dude,
big son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that always sticks out in my mind with that movie. But
he just
fucking-
crouches under the table, under the doorway behind him.
oh god, yeah, and like that, no one else can see it, and then like when they're
When
in
it's her grandma and she's in
Oh, yeah.
school and she's just walking across the courtyard staring right at her, like that's the shit that terrifies me.
Yeah, it's yeah, and that one is a very slow burn. This one is too. Don't go into this one thinking it's going to be a
Gore fest.
Yeah, gore fest. I mean, there's
There's
I can't say it yet because it's a spoiler, but I had jokes all over the place for this one. But yeah, you can't go into this expecting a jump scare every 5 seconds or gore central. There are hints of it here and there, but yeah, I guess we can fucking pop into spoiler town here, because right off the fucking bat, this movie starts off with a lifeguard in an empty fucking pool at night indoors. It follows.
Facts.
And this chick, she's walking, just obviously just like she's closing up for the night, and the shower behind her turns on by itself, and she looks at it and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And it's like, okay, clearly, it's something we can't see. Her and the ghost entities start getting it on. And then before you know it, she is attacked, mostly off screen. She does kind of pop up and you can see her head all bloody and whatnot. And then that's where it cuts to the title card of Leviticus. And I know you gave me shit last week because
you pronounced it right. You pronounced it right all night. Well done.
No, tonight I pronounced it right, but you gave me shit because you're like, dude, it's from the Bible, and I'm like, I probably should know this, but correct me if I'm wrong here, but Leviticus directly talks about how kind of the gay community is presented in the Bible, correct?
Well, Leviticus, it's the book of laws that was given to the Hebrews. And yeah, it directly states, or I guess I should say directly addresses homosexuality in that faith, and how, and not necessarily how it's, well, I guess you could say if you go to specific verses, at that time, how it was dealt with. So yeah, I think the idea and the juxtaposition is that it's using the term Leviticus in the sense of, hey, in this film, similarly, these two, or I should say these three kids who are of that persuasion are being, I don't know if punished is the word, but are being dealt with, I guess is the best way I can put it.
Right. And from here we meet our two main characters, Name, which I thought it was literal like Name, name, but it's Naim.
I had to I double checked that one because I was like, his name is Name.
Yeah, I was like,
all I could think of was there's a South Park episode where they go to Aspen and the ski teacher's name is Thumper, and Eric Cartman's like, his name is Thumper. I was like, his name is Name.
His name is Name, and
maybe that's an Australian name. I don't know.
It could Australian name.
See what I did there?
There you go. And he is hanging out with his guy. Ryan. And like, it's boys being boys. They're going.
Well, we should say too. There's a little bit of context here in that Name and his mother have moved after the death of Name's father. Have moved to this, like we said earlier. It's really like this, just this
like Pittsburgh.
It's this shit splat, industrial town somewhere that like the town God forgot about.
Yeah, like literally, and I don't know how many people live in this town, but everybody fucking knows each other. It's
very much like my hometown of Hotchkiss. It's just this really small, like everyone knows each other kind of thing.
And so Name's somewhat the new kid. They do go into it a little bit because but what drives me nuts about this movie is that there's a lot left unexplained. Whether that's intentional, whether it's not, but it was kind of driving me nuts. And the first hint of this was right here because Name is hanging out with this guy, Ryan. And they're, at this point, you're like, oh, are they old friends? Are they, obviously they know each other, but like they're breaking into the mill and they're
Couple of little hooligans.
yeah, they're roughhousing, and then they say like, like, you don't even recognize me in class. It's like, how the fuck did you guys start hanging out then?
Where did this come from?
Yeah, like
boys will be boys,
right? And from this, yes, boys will be boys. They start roughhousing around, hormones raging. They and they make a move on each other, and obviously they're kind of like, oh, that was that was weird. They kind of downplay it, kind of not. Obviously, you can tell something's there. You know what movie you're watching.
Right.
But then again, I still go back to, I'm just like, wait a minute. So like, okay, I need more of a backstory. Like, did Ryan just want him to go out with him? Like, what the fuck? Like
what's happening here?
You guys barely know each other and you're acting like old friends, which is fine. I want to know why.
It's our history here.
Yeah. And
do you guys know each other are gay? And like,
right. Or like, I mean, because they're like, are we just curious? Or I'm a little bit curious. I think we're all a little bit curious. They're butters.
Butters.
No, you call your friend an asshole. No, he's a silly goose.
Come on, asshole right now, Stanley.
Yeah. Sorry, sidetracked. You guys are new here. We get sidetracked a lot.
Hey, don't call me an asshole, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, so they start talking and stuff, and like, I guess you can call it flirting. They're giving each other shit and whatnot. Name starts to really develop feelings for Ryan. Unfortunately, one day he and there's little cutscenes in between here. Everybody goes to the same church in this town. The pastor there is father to a couple kids in school. One is named Hunter, and then he has a sister. So you kind of see these people. Name's mom is kind of just blah. I mean,
she just fills a role. Yeah, there's nothing special about her.
No. And then so Name is just like, okay, I want to go see Ryan. So goes over to his house, and this is another part that was weird. I don't know if this was like trying to play back to the Bible, but like they are literally stoning each other. They are throwing rocks at each other. Ryan and Hunter, the pastor's son, they're just fucking playing catch without the catch part. And
they're really taking the fundamentals thing pretty seriously.
Yeah, they're like, it's Happy Gilmore. Like, it's a 300
yeah, come on, baby. Oh god, I love it.
Not that hurt, but I'm okay. And then that leads to a makeout session between Hunter and Ryan.
Hunter's just kissing everybody.
Ryan is.
Or sorry, Ryan is.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Ryan.
Anyone named Ryan is a hoe. I'm sorry.
Katie, can I talk to you, please?
She was a hoe. Faux show. But so Name witnesses this, and obviously jealousy is running rampant.
He's hurt. Yeah, he's
a high school kid. He's seeing somebody that he cares about with somebody else.
I mean, we've all been there. I'll never forget. Well, never mind. We're gonna go on tangent here. We shouldn't.
Well, now I want to know.
I'll never know. 100%. I'll never forget. I was a senior, and my girlfriend broke up with me, and a week later she was sleeping with somebody else, and that was just like,
oh, dude.
I turned into a shell of a person. I mean, and I look back now, it's a puppy love thing. I was like, are you really in love with this chick? But unfortunately, at the time, I feel like I was, and man. It just hit me right here. And that's what I think about every time when I see these high school kids. Mm-hmm. And they're in love with each other, and then one goes off and does something with somebody else, because I remember how much that hurts.
It does take you right back to those feelings, because you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Man, I know how that is.
Yeah, everybody has been there, and if you have not been there, you're lying. So yeah.
Well, you're just really lucky.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's just like casual flirting and it hurts, it's just like, man, you don't feel like there's any coming back. So in this distressed state, Name is like, okay, I'm gonna do something about this. So he actually goes to the pastor, who you will remember is Hunter's father, who obviously you can probably tell his stance on how he'd think if his son was
The
making out with
fundamental
another dude.
exactly.
Yeah, and so Name basically says, he's like, hey, I saw Hunter and Ryan doing this, and then you see Hunter and Ryan getting ready for church, and they're having this conversation. There's like, what's going to happen here? And they're like, well, you know, my dad will put on a show, and we'll have to do this and that, blah blah blah. They bring in a, what do they call him? Because they don't call him a priest, so like a
No, they call him a just a what'd they call him? Just like a specialist,
like a conversion specialist or
Yeah,
something. To, you know, pray the gay away.
Well, I would say more than that. It's less than that. It's more like we're gonna, what's the best way to put it? We're gonna curse the gay inside, maybe.
Yes. So this guy, he kind of looks like the Kmart version of the priest from La Llorona.
That's a good way.
So I kept popping in my head. I'm like, is this the same fucking dude? Like he just became a total asshole, huh? He's just like, I'm gonna help curse people instead of help people from curses. So they're doing this conversion therapy.
I was actually thinking he's like the gay exorcist is like how they were
the gay
treating
exorcist.
it. The gay exorcist.
Yeah, because Ryan and Hunter, they're high school kids, so they think this is all a joke, and they
don't believe in any of it.
They're cracking jokes, and he does like this prayer, and they're like, he's like, do you feel anything? He's like, I mean, it's cold. It's like, good, cold is good. And then he does something else. They're like, what do you feel now? He goes, well, it's colder than it was before. Like, they're just being complete smartasses on this. At this point, the conversion dude has had enough.
He kind of goes to the next level.
Mm-hmm. He curses them. You think that it's, at this point I was like, oh, are they acting still? Because Ryan starts like convulsing and, foaming out the mouth, and like they're like, they both just start like twitching on the floor. And, Name is like, you can tell he like feels super guilty about this, because he is just, he's like, oh fuck, I did this, and if they find out that I have done this, then this is going to happen to me too. I don't want that. And then from there, I'll let you take it on when we kind of figure out why and what's happening.
Yeah, so like you said, the preacher kind of takes it to the next level, and like you say, it turns from more of a deliverance to more of a curse. Because of what they're partaking in, and after this ritual, similar to It Follows, right? Similar to when she becomes, I don't want to say infected, but
it was an STD.
It was an STD. It's an STD curse, which again is a fantastic plot device. But after this ceremony, after things happening, this is when the horror aspect of the film actually comes into play. Some pretty strange stuff starts happening, particularly to Ryan and Hunter. Not to Name at this point. Name's kind of the observer. But multiple times throughout, and multiple times leading up, I would say over the next, 10, 15, 20 minutes, Ryan and Hunter are subjected to, call them attacks, I guess is the best way, by an invisible entity. But the entity is not really invisible, because like you said earlier, it takes the form of whoever the person, the victim, desires most. So Ryan sees it as Name a little bit, and Hunter sees it as Ryan some. So obviously when you see it as the person you want, you're similar to the girl, the cheerleader at the beginning, right? You're not scared away from it. You're like, oh, hello, I'm going to go up to it. I'm going to interact with it. And things escalate for the both of them. And again, Name is kind of an observer. Eventually, we get to a point where this thing, similar to the poor girl in the beginning, this thing kills, not Ryan, kills Hunter. So, good.
Oh, this was a pretty cool scene, because Hunter kind of talks to, and it was it Ryan? I don't think Name knows exactly at this point, but he's not
100% aware. He's just kind of like, because Ryan's he's noticing, and Ryan's telling him like, oh, here's some weird stuff happening.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna go talk to Ryan because Hunter says Ryan always goes and helps, and waits for him to close up, and there's like, uh, there's a part where they're like, Ryan is getting hit by a stone by an unseen force, and so you really don't know what's going on. But
yeah, strange.
Homeboy Hunter, he works at this dilapidated gas station. And he's closing up, so it's really creepy. There's like one fucking light that works outside, and I mean, he gets dragged away outside by this unseen force. And I mean, it's pretty sudden. You don't see what happens. You do see the aftermath though, which is a very very graphic beheading. I mean, his like is really well done. But you're like, oh shit, this much like in It Follows, that first kill.
When she's on the beach and her leg is like,
oh my god, yeah, it's yeah. So kind of like that is shot kind of in the same way. But yeah, and then there's a funeral for Hunter, and this is where Ryan and Name kind of talk it out a little bit, but it gets a little strange. Yeah, you want to take that at the funeral or and I should say Hunter's sister, another thing that wasn't explained at all, because I don't know if you caught it, but like when they were at the pastor's house earlier in the movie, she's working on a puzzle of like a demon goat. I was like, oh shit, that's gonna have something to do with it. Yeah, yeah. I was like, it's Black Phillip. That motherfucker is back.
Yeah. Get away from him.
And then like she's always just kind of around. So I was like, is she like a witch? Is she part
That's
of
exactly
this?
what I was thinking too. Like, is she like the entity embodied or something?
Yeah, she does play a role, but they never explain if that was just a red herring or what. But yeah, we get to the funeral, and Ryan and Name have a little interaction here. Like, it's a little strange.
So, fun fact, in full admission, I actually had to get up and pee as if after Hunter was killed and the scene changed. I had to get up and pee, so I mixed like the next 5 minutes.
Well,
it's the first time this has happened to me, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, and I can't remember if maybe it's before the funeral. Name it basically tells his mom, like, I'm kind of like that. I think it like tries to confide in her.
He's kind of trying to come out, like,
yeah, and she drives him straight to the preacher's house, the conversion preacher, and he's like, no, whatever you saw they did. And his mom thinks that it's like bully kids that did this to Hunter. And I mean, they don't
think it's an entity that's haunting them and killing them.
There's some hardcore high school kids out there that do some fucked up shit. I can't tell you the last time I saw a bullying incident that involved a decapitation. But who knows? Sorry if there was. But so he is terrified because he knows something's going on. He doesn't know exactly what, but he gets this hex put on him now as well. And so he, at the funeral, he sees Ryan walking around, and at this point, you're like, is that really Ryan? Is that and so he starts talking to Ryan, and Ryan's like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, no, I just can't stop thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. They start, kind of having a moment in there, and then the Ryan entity attacks him, like pushes him through the fence, and he's like, what the fuck? Come to see the real Ryan's coming down the stairs at the house behind him. So now he knows that there's something
that looks like Ryan.
Something that looks like Ryan. They have a few other close calls. Ryan gets fucked up a lot in this movie.
the part where Name comes around to the other side of the bus and sees poor Ryan like just being choked out.
He gets choked out in this movie. He gets half his ear ripped off. But God damn it, I can't. A little teaser here. There is a fisting scene, but not how you think.
Yeah, yeah. It's not by choice, I guess is the best way.
No, it's a flaming fisting scene. Oh, sorry.
Insert flaming fist here.
Yep. Kung Pao, enter the fist. The fist Evil Betty. My brother and I'll quote that all the time, but yeah.
That one takes me back.
Essentially, there's a really good jump scare here too, because Name starts like envisioning him and Ryan together and like, you know, somewhat being attacked, this and that. He wakes up from his dream and then fucking, it's like Jason out of Friday the 13th, the first one, fucking jumps out on his bed. I'm like, holy fuck, it got me. It got me. That one fucking got me. So I was like, oh damn, that was good. And basically they do find out that because there's a part where they go to talk to the girlfriend of the chick that was killed at the beginning of the movie, and she kind of gives some exposition here and is like,
because they find out that this curse, whatever, this ritual that the priest did on Name when his mom took him to see, Name understands like, oh, this thing has caused deaths before, like there's a pattern here similar to the girl in It Follows, right? It's like this thing has killed before, like this has happened this way before, this isn't the first time this is happening. So yeah, cut to what you were saying, talking to the girlfriend of the chick from the beginning. So like they took a bus there because this thing also supposedly won't attack if you are with someone. Yeah, if you are alone, then it will attack. But they find out from this chick, because she freaks out on him. She's like, you guys are making it worse. You guys are making it stronger. You know, it's going to come at you in a more realistic way now, which they do find out because the bus leaves and there's a Ryan entity chasing Name. But they get on the bus and they have another, you know, makeout session, and he's kind of nibbling. Don't forget too that she tells him like, you can't stop it. There's no way to stop it. There's no way to stop it. Yeah, it'll always be after you. Like maybe the preacher knows something, but spoiler alert, guys, we never learned fucking shit about the conversion preacher. Yeah, he's a plot device, and then he goes away. Yeah, that's why I thought the sister was going to be involved. But basically, the entity knows your desires. So like in this scene, you know, Name is kind of playfully biting Ryan's ear. Well, Ryan back at school follows what he thinks is Name into the bathroom, and then he comes out and his fucking ear is Mike Tyson. It's Evander Holyfield, dude. It's fucked up. And then the sister of Hunter's like, look at, I know what's happening to you. I can take you to the preacher. They're like, okay. Turns out she is a piece of shit because she basically leads them into an ambush with a bunch of bullies, and Ryan gets his ass kicked, and like Ryan, dude, he gets so fucked up in this. Yeah, he really it really got it out for him. Mm-hmm. And this is where the tension really starts between them, because Hunter's sister goes, you guys caused this. Ryan, because of how you made Hunter feel about you, and Name, because you outed him. You outed them. And Ryan's because like, you remember up to now, Ryan didn't know like who told that Ryan and Hunter were kissing and had the feelings for each other. So this is where he finds out. Mm-hmm. And they end up driving because they were each other's ride. So they steal the car actually, and Ryan drops Name off at his house, and he says a really cool line. He goes, "Look it, I don't know what this thing is, but if you see me, run, because it's not me. It will never be me." He's done with it now. It's kind of the breakup, call it. Yeah. I thought it was a good line. I was like, all right, cool. But Ryan still shows up at Name's house. Name is all by himself because his mom, I forget where his mom went. She went somewhere. She's working or something. Yeah. And so he's terrified because now he's alone. And Ryan comes to his door and is like, dude, no, like, you think I really want to be here? Like, no, like, I know that this is you and you should know it's me because I told you I wasn't going to come around anymore. And of course, Name, he still has feelings. So like they do this thing where like, you know, they're touching hands through the screen. Cause Ryan even says, he's like, dude, I'll wait outside until your mom gets home. So, you know, it's me because she'll be able to see me. And he's like, okay, well, they're touching through the screen. You know what it made me think of? The scene in Half Baked when Kenny's in jail and they're like, put the hands on the glass. He's like, no window, love. Yeah, right. Exactly.
And so at this point, you're like, fuck, maybe it really is Ryan. No, it's not, because he rips fucking hair out of, he punches through the screen, and the screen is like, it's like the metal type screen, because it like starts ripping flesh off of Ryan's hand. And Ryan gets in the house, and this is where the fucking fisting scene happens. It's an oral fisting scene. He fucking, like, I'm joking about it, but literally that's what it is. He fucking just jams his fucking fist and forearm into Name's mouth, and his mouth is like, I thought he was gonna die right there. I was like,
well, yeah, there's a fun thing, and don't do this, because I don't know if you probably did this to your friends in high school, because we all did.
I did. The only one I fisted was Mike. Okay.
Michael, Ryan is as close to this. I knew you guys were close, but damn.
Uncle Ray Ray wants.
Uncle Ray wants to play. Come to Uncle Ray Ray. What I was saying, you cannot fit your own fist into your mouth.
Nope.
That scene when he shoves the whole thing, I was like, oh, Name's gonna die. So this is gonna be about Ryan. He does not die. He does end up getting away, and he actually, the creature chases him, or I shouldn't say chase. They end up at an abandoned mill, because remember, this town is like Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh in 1975, all depressed. He ends up in an abandoned mill. He's able to actually trap the inside of it for what it's worth, because he kind of gets away from it.
Yeah, and
he sets the building on fire.
Yeah, he finds out during the struggle that, like, this thing is terrified of fire. Like, yeah, which is what the conversion preacher used. So again, they don't really explain it, but it's like that. And the entity is fucking unkillable otherwise. Like, he's stabbing him in the cheek. He's fucking. He's
like, he can't. The flesh was ripped off his hand when he's going through the screen. It doesn't stop him. Like, nothing stops it.
No, he's unbelievable.
He's demonic.
Yeah. So Name traps the entity in there, or what he thinks is the entity, because he's looking, and Ryan's Name, you're really gonna do this? Like, come on, man, it's me. And at this point, you're like, that'd be a really good twist if it really was Ryan in there. So you think he's gonna save him, because that's what he's done this whole movie. Nope, he shuts the door. He fucking leaves. And of course, they can find no body. The police can find nothing. This is where you're like, fuck, like, what the hell's going on? I thought it was going to get to a point where, like, Name has to choose, and both Ryans are by him, and they're both saying, like, dude, I don't see anyone. I thought that would have been fucking great. But
that would have been pretty classic. It's me, Name. It's me.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I'm the one.
Yeah, who are you talking to? Like, yeah,
I'm Tom Lincoln. No, I'm Tom Lincoln. I'm Tom Lincoln.
I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus.
Well, and we should add too that as we progress through the next couple scenes, Name kind of believes that it was Ryan in the fire, because, like you said, they couldn't find like a body. So he's like, maybe it really was Ryan, and he burned up. Right, his corpse just completely burned up. So he's kind of thinking that the real Ryan's dead.
Yeah,
he might have killed him.
Yeah, so he decides, he's like, I'm kind of over this town.
I'm gonna leave town, blow town.
I'm gonna leave town. He goes to the bus stop. There's Ryan.
And who does he run into?
Mm-hmm. But is it the real Ryan?
That's the question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because they get on the bus together.
And we should say, as they're talking to each other, right?
Yeah.
Ryan kind of shares the same sentiment. He's like, I got to get out of this town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be here. It's time to go.
They're like, no. So they end up getting on the bus together, and as they're leaving together, Name looks outside, and there's another Ryan figure,
standing there.
Kind of, yeah. It's like, so, they haven't really escaped anything. They're just deciding to take this on together now, which I don't know how long that's going to last, because this thing gets smarter and smarter. Mm-hmm. And that's how the movie ends.
There's no closure as to, like,
I'm fine with an ambiguous ending. I'm just like, so much shit. I was like, I want to know what the preacher exactly fucking did, or if the sister was involved, or
where this thing came from.
Right. Like, I don't need answers for everything, but, like, I feel like I don't know. It left a lot of questions, more questions than answers. Which is it's tough. I don't know. It's I think this movie suffered from being overhyped. At least in my opinion. You said IGN gave it an 8 out of 10, just like Obsession. This one actually scored higher on the critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes than Obsession. So I did have high hopes for it. And it was I thought it was a solid movie.
It's not a bad film. I wanted to like it more than I did. Right.
I was like just one or two other creative choices could have done it so much better. I thought the characters did a good job. You really get drawn into this boring ass town. I was fine with it being a slow burn. It's just, it's no Obsession.
No.
And I don't know if it's because, it came out in Pride Month and this movie should be able to stand on its own without, the outside noise from it. I think it's just liking a movie because it has two gay main characters, just because of that, it doesn't mean it's the best movie of all time.
Correct.
Like, it is a good movie. I do recommend seeing it. But I do think it suffers from that, because we don't see it very often. And it's funny. One of my old coworkers, his name's Ryan too. He's gay, and I was like, "Oh, hey, dude, have you seen Leviticus?" He's like, "No, I'm about to go see Obsession." I was like, "Oh, let me know how it is." And he's like, "Let me know how yours is." So, I definitely go and see it, but temper your expectations. Whereas, I'll talk about Obsession all day, every day about how great that one is. But,
strong front runner, man.
Yeah, it really is. I'll be interested to see at the end of the year where this falls, on the final list. Because I have thought about it quite a bit since seeing it a few days ago. And it's so frustrating because I'm like, I wanted there to be some closure. I guess you could say hey, they're together, it's happy in that sense, but
they'll face the future together, whatever it looks like, I guess.
Or it may not even last at the end
or
of that.
It may not last very long.
Yeah. It's like, well, what? Hey, I gotta go take a shit. I'll come with you. Yeah. It's like, are you really you? Yeah. Is it cheating if you cheat on your partner, but they're an entity of your partner? Is that cheating?
I guess if the entity kills you, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I mean,
you never have to explain it.
Yeah, and I watched an interview with the director and kind of so I was interested to see his take on it, and he worked in some of his experience because he's gay, so
he's Australian.
He just because he's Australian doesn't mean he's gay. But it was really interesting to see that, and obviously there's some, at least in America, there's some unknown actors in this one. But again, it left me wanting a little bit more, which is unfortunate because I thought it was pretty solid for most of it. That fucking jump scare got me. And again, the entity, I would like to see more of it because dude, it's. But my mind's going what if Scary Movie got a hold of this, and then it would be what you desire most.
If this came out 6 months ago, yeah,
it's what do you desire most, and it's
for Shorty.
For you, it'd be
it's like a blunt.
Well, for you, it'd be Big Dick Alpha. So
how dare you?
See that's some bitch coming at you. But what are your final thoughts on Leviticus?
Yeah, I wanted to like it more than I did because, to your point, it's not a bad film. In fact, I would say it's a good film. It's unique in that you can't really, like you said, right? You can't take the premise kind of I don't even want to call it the selling point. I want it, maybe the uniqueness, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You can't use that as the singular attraction for the film, and I don't think they really did. But I will say, it feels a little what's the word I'm looking for? It feels a little on the nose. Like the premise is, hey, you're going to go to this conversion therapy Christian thing, and they're going to curse your gayness, and now this thing's hunting you. I felt that it felt a little on the nose for me, and I don't want to step in the shoes or try to emulate kind of the experiences that our gay friends have gone through. But I guess for me, it took away a little bit of what it could be as far as an entity haunting you, right? But I suppose if they did that, it would feel a little more like It Follows. But in the same vein, you could almost take this and it almost plays out like a sequel to It Follows. Am I wrong?
They could be in the same universe.
They could be 100% in the same universe. There you go. And I couldn't escape that in my mind. So from an originality standpoint or something like new, it didn't feel like I was watching something that was new and exciting. It felt like I was almost watching a rehash or a remake of It Follows.
Yeah, and I think I would say it maybe like review baited.
That's a good way to put it.
And I think that's a disservice to what the movie is, because I feel like it does give unrealistic expectations on, hey, which, you know what, there are not a lot of horror movies that are centered around a gay couple. So
sure.
I thought it was cool to see that. And I mean, dude, I'll be the first to tell you, I watched Heated Rivalry on fucking HBO.
I mean, it's a hockey show. I knew you did.
Well, yeah, it's a hockey show, all right. there's a lot of 5-hole going on.
a lot of shots on goal.
Yeah, there's a lot of scoring. But it's because obviously with us on this show, it's like we don't give a fuck, what you believe, who,
yeah, that's not the point here. That's
whatever.
No,
it's so that's why I think it's cool that much like for the longest time, like there were no there weren't a lot of like black directors that would do horror movies. You got Jordan Peele going in. You got
Ryan Coogler is obviously doing.
Yeah, exactly. Horror is becoming very diverse, which is great. And I wish it would be focused more on the actual movie rather than like you said, the exterior circumstances that the movie portrays, which is fine.
I asked myself, like, with this and with kind of what you said, like, because I've been thinking about this a lot since Get Out and Nope, and I'm curious, are you using or are these directors, and I'm not saying this is good or bad, I'm just kind of asking the question, are we using just the progressive idea, the gay relationship, the experiences of black people, right? Are we using that device as the premise and the plot device that the horror is around? Because if we are, I think that I don't want to say takes away from the experience, but when I think horror, I think of the things I think of, and maybe this is different for everybody, right? What scares you? So in that regard, is this something that scares you? For those, who have experienced discrimination because they're gay, is this something that scares you? As a black person, when I think of Nope and Get Out, right? Is that experience and that horror plot device around an experience of a black person something that scares me? If it does, then the horror works for you. If it's not something you can relate to, or it's not something that would necessarily scare you, it probably doesn't work so well. And that's why this one didn't work so well with me.
Well, yeah, and that's why I wanted more of a, I wanted to know more about the conversion therapist, because I didn't get the vibe that he was actually involved with the church at all.
Yeah, he's almost like an external, we know someone and we're going to get him over. It's well, then what does that have to do with?
Yeah, that's why I just wish it had explained it a little more, and maybe there'll
be a
little
more context, a little more color.
Yeah, maybe there'll be I don't know if I haven't seen how it's doing at the box office. It's hard for any horror movie now since Obsession is still in theaters, and I think Backrooms is still in theaters as well, and maybe this just the timing of this, since we are just a few weeks removed from the murderer's row of all these movies, and maybe if this comes out before then,
forever stand as one of the months of pristine. May 26th is going to be that's the one.
It was fantastic, but yeah, guys, Go see Leviticus. It definitely will not end up on our worst movies of the year list.
No, not at all.
It's just, and if you have a different opinion on it, let us know. We'd love to hear it and have that discussion. And if you are if you are gay and have gone through stuff and maybe this really hit you in a different way, we want to know. And because obviously, I mean, we can't walk a mile in your shoes. Like
Can't relate.
And it that goes for every walk of life. You don't know what I go through on a daily basis. I don't know what you go through on a daily basis. Like everybody has different feelings on everything. But I hate it when people are discriminated against. And so go see Leviticus. Enjoy it. It's a fun movie. It's
and I will always support filmmakers taking risks in this space.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because there are a lot of ways that filmmakers can play it safe, and again, like we talked about, like this is another indie film,
made for under $3 million, I believe.
Yep. And I think Curry Barker came out just a couple weeks ago, and he's like, it's not that people are getting sick of movies, they're getting sick of the lack of creativity. And what we have seen with this movie, with Backrooms, with Obsession, with I would even say Undertone, with there have been a lot of creativity. Some of it hits, some of it doesn't. Some even within the same movie. I don't think we walked out of one going out aside from The Bride, where we're like, I fucking hated that movie.
We've never been close to walking out on one, but we committed
oh my
to
god,
it, so.
yeah. But yeah, a little timeline going forward here. Unfortunately, gotta take it's family vacation time coming up next week for the next 2 weeks. So I'll have to talk to you about it a little bit, but
you're gonna be Milwaukee Hiki. You want to lay me. So pass the coconut, Camacho.
Yes, going to Hey, how are you? But the timing of it, I get back, I think the day after Evil Dead Burns comes out. So I know you're going to see it probably the day of.
I'll probably see it twice.
Well, and so that's where I was getting at. So maybe we find a time to see it for you a second time, me a first time.
I'm 100% down.
And then you can kind of tell everybody how I squirm like a little bitch. But
because it's you guys know. Fun fact: last night before I went to bed, I had a work project I had to finish up that needed to be done for this morning. I put on 2013's Evil Dead, and I will probably watch Evil Dead Rise tonight before I go to bed.
Oh man. So yeah, so the plan is we're gonna reluctantly take a couple weeks off here. You can always go click that QR code. We've got
a great library of stuff.
We got a fuck ton of episodes. We've been doing this for a while now, since Halloween. So check out those episodes. A lot of those movies that we covered early on are now on demand. Some of them are free on streaming services. So watch those movies. Check out our thoughts on us. Let us know how stupid we are. And are you still going with It Follows for your recommendation?
I got to go with It Follows, guys. And today is after Leviticus is the perfect time to recommend it. It Follows is one that I'm all about. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorite horror films of the last 15 years, last 20 years, right? It's fantastic. The premise is similar to Leviticus. There's an entity that follows you, but in this case, the entity it's sexually transmitted. So if you sleep with someone, the entity follows the last person that was slept with, and then once it kills them, it would revert back to the person who slept with them and gave it to him, kill them, it's up the chain, so on and so on. So our protagonist becomes haunted by this entity, and the film is her dealing with the consequences, trying to get rid of it, and trying to survive.
And
really good. It's such a simple premise, and again, it's a low budget kind of thing, and it's done so effectively. It's really, really great.
Well, and between It Follows, Leviticus, stuff like the Babadook, it's elevated horror, which essentially is the deeper meaning of things. Like the Babadook has to do with trauma and moving on. It Follows has to deal with STDs and kind of just
teen
sexual
sex and
culture.
teen vulnerability, yeah.
And then It Follows is young homosexual love. Trying
vice
to,
versa. It Follows is STDs and sex. Leviticus is homosexual love.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Whatever. Yeah.
You inverted it.
But yeah, but It Follows Leviticus. It's elevated horror, so really makes you think more than just the actual scares. And it's not for everybody. It's I'd say even I guess The Witch isn't really elevated horror, but it is like a period piece. But it isn't just the whole popcorn. It's not a popcorn flick. It's not like you're gonna go get scared with your buddies, or
you really have to invest in it. Like, you really have to listen to what's going on, pay attention.
It's not one of those, if you're watching at home when it comes on demand, where you're scrolling on your phone. You got to kind of pay attention, because there is a lot of good stuff here and a lot to unpack. So definitely check out those two. Dip your toes into elevated horror. I am not going to do an elevated horror because I am still balls deep in the Found app. And you brought up Megan is Missing, so I thought of this one. It's not. I wanted to make it a more fun one than Megan is Missing, which isn't hard to do.
Anything you say, I'll take over. Megan is Missing.
Right. This one is called The Ceremony is About to Begin. You can find it on the Found app. It's much like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Sacrament. It's a found footage about a religious cult. It's kind of like that meets Creep. This one is about a documentary filmmaker, and he is investigating this. It's an Egyptian cult in, I believe they're in LA, but it has the leader is named Osiris, and his confidant is Anubis, and so they try to take all these ancient Egyptian themes. Like their main meeting area is kind of like a tomb, but basically our guy, he starts documenting this because his ex-girlfriend was a part of this cult, and he got a weird message from her, so he goes to investigate. And it's a lot like Creep, in the sense like it's just two guys talking for a lot of it, and you're just like, what the hell's going on? And it takes a couple weird turns, but definitely recommend it. It's a solid found footage flick. It's The Ceremony is About to Begin. And I'm going to keep going through that app and finding more and more shit.
I'm sure I'll take plenty of time in the next week too. I did download it. I put it on the iPad, so I'll be seeing what's going on.
Yeah, there's one on there I want to check. They keep putting an ad out for it. It's called Go to Sleep, and it's a guy that starts sleepwalking. So he ends up filming himself. He has like the GoPro on his head while he's sleepwalking. So I'm interested to see that one.
Every time I say Go to Sleep, I think of Jeff the Killer. If you guys are not familiar with Jeff the Killer, the creepypasta, do a quick Google search of Jeff the Killer creepypasta. Go down that wormhole.
Oh, geez. Yeah, don't sleep tonight. Well, I mean, I'm a little sad we're not going to do this for a couple weeks. But
same, man. I know you're going to be enjoying your time out there, but it'll be a little hiatus. Kind of bums me out. We've been super consistent for 10 months now.
And I'm fucking it up. Sorry.
How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself.
But we're coming back strong, because Evil Dead Burn is
strong.
Right up there. And I mean, not to go off topic here, but I feel like we are a horror movie podcast, but we do talk movies. What are your thoughts on The Odyssey?
I will 100% be seeing it. Chris Nolan can do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he puts out, whether it's something that I'm interested in or not even interested in, it's getting my money. Well, I mean, I have the A-list Stubbs app, so it's not going to get my money per se, but it's going to get 3 hours of my time to go see, because the dude can do nothing wrong.
And the fact
Chris Nolan and Denis Villeneuve, I think is how you pronounce it. They're probably the two best filmmakers, like big budget sci-fi kind of thing, making movies right now. I think.
And when I saw that he was going to take on, not just Greek mythology, but this story in particular, because I'm a big Trojan War guy. I love Troy. even though it's very historically inaccurate.
It's very romanticized.
Yeah. I love that story. I love the Battle of Troy. The face that launched 1,000 ships. I'm all about that, and the fact that you're getting this big budget adaptation, because I remember watching the made for TV series in school, and I was like, that fucking Cyclops
With Vanessa Williams.
Yep.
I remember that.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll mention something about that. But yeah, I'm so geeked for that. And on Christopher Nolan, it's like I saw Inception, and that was a mind fuck. Yeah. And then I saw Interstellar, and somebody was asking me about it, and I was like, Interstellar makes Inception look like an episode of Sesame Street. Like, I still don't know what the fuck happened in Interstellar.
The only one that he did was hard for me to follow was Tenet. You have to watch it about 3 times before you're like, okay.
That's why I haven't watched it, because everyone I've talked to that have seen it, they're just like,
you truly have to watch it like 3 times. It's like, it's your mind folds in on itself and it starts doing somersaults. So it's really hard to like.
Well, and that's why I'm excited for the Odyssey, because it is just straightforward. Like, he's taking the source material from. I don't know how they're going to fit it all in 3 hours. I'm like
100%. Like, I'm curious to see what parts he keeps in, what parts he's taken out, what parts he's fleshed out. I'm sure the Cyclops and coming home when Odysseus shoots the arrow through all the round axes. So yes, 100% is going to be there for the Odyssey. Cannot wait.
Beautiful. Well,
it'll be IMAX day 1.
Beautiful. We will see you guys in a couple weeks here for Evil Dead Burn.
Little summer break. You guys enjoy.
We'll probably have a lot of movies to talk about before then, or through then. So, guys, we love you. Thank you for all the support, and we will see you for Evil Dead fucking Burn.